America is poisoning you, and no one knows. Actually, scratch that. Everybody knows. And they don't care, because
it's way delicious.
Swagger down the street of sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.
We interrupt regular programming for this McDonald's commercial break.
fast food is the #1 factor for obesity in America, causing over 1 in 3 Americans to be overweight. 10 out of 11 popular fast food restaurants showed harmful chemicals in the food, including phthalates, a group of chemicals that are used to make plastics, and linked to a long list of serious health problems, including but not limited to fertility, reproductive problems, increased risk in learning, attention, and behavioral disorders in childhood. And these are just some of the chemicals, and not even taking into consideration all of the horrible processed preservatives, calories, oils, sugars, and fats in these meals. But how bad could they really be?
We now return to your regular programming.
So the plan for today is we're going to be eating all the most popular fast food meals in America all day long.
Isn't that just salt, sodium?
No, it causes some kidney damage.
Why'd you give me that?
The chemical has been banned in multiple countries. There's no reason you should really be drinking this. It's so bad for you.
We'll be breaking down how bad they are for you,
tertiary butyl hydro,
and hopefully why they're the #1 leading cause to obesity in America.
All right, so I'm a little bit nervous for what's to come because I feel like I have been eating pretty healthy lately, but it's around 9 a.m. right now, and you know what they say, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So we are at America's most popular breakfast, and it is, of course, McDonald's.
McDonald's is easily the largest fast food restaurant in the world. If you were to stack up every single burger they sell in a year, you could literally reach the moon and back. All right, we have McDonald's most popular breakfast here, the McMuffin. And not just any McMuffin, we have the sausage McMuffin with egg meal, because you gotta get all your nutrients for breakfast. The meal comes with, of course, their glorious hash brown and a nice little coffee. McDonald's sells over 300 million McMuffins a year. That's 821,000 McMuffins a day. Without further ado, let's break down what's in here. Because it looks pretty simple. It's bread, egg, sausage, and cheese. And that should be about it, right? Wrong. First off, the egg. It is not just an egg. McDonald's uses soy lecithin. It's already a bad start if we can't pronounce out the first word. Soy lecithin. It's used as an emulsifier in the egg, and it has been known to disrupt hormones and contribute to inflammation. Nice, great start. Moving on, the cheese. Cheese is made with sodium phosphate, which is linked to kidney damage and calcium imbalances. There's honestly too much stuff to put about the sausage patty, so go ahead and pause the video if you want to read any of this. Oh, yeah. And of course, the least assuming the muffin is packed with bleached flour. Pretty much what this does is strip nutrients from the wheat, and then they add sugars to it. So they are literally taking nutrients out and putting in weight-gaining preservatives and sugar into the meal. Enough with that. Let's move on to the glorious McDonald's hash brown. Vegetable oils, canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil. It's high in omega-6 fats, which can cause chronic inflammation, increasing the risk of heart disease. TBHQ,
tertiary butyl hydroquinone.
tertiary butyl hydroquinone,
a petroleum-based preservative linked to liver damage, vision disturbances, and possible carcinogenic effects. Literally toxic for you.
dimethylpolysiloxane,
an anti-foaming agent used in fryers. It's the same chemical that is used in silly putty. It has been linked to immune system issues, like you would think would also happen if you ingested silly putty. I really don't understand how something like that is considered safe in small amounts. That is the last thing you would want to eat or have your child be eating. Move on to the wonderful... If you couldn't tell, I'm a little bit grumpy this morning, clearly because I haven't had my coffee. Actually, I don't drink coffee, but if I were to drink coffee, this would definitely be the last one I drink. Coffee beans are one of the most pesticide-sprayed crops. This can expose your brain to chemicals that can affect brain function and hormone balance, two of the most important things for your body to function healthily. So it's diabetes, heart disease, and cholesterol in a cup. And it's It's delicious. Now that we know how nutritious our breakfast is going to be this morning with the cheese falling off the bone, all that is left to do is consume it into our body.
What?
Satiety, Buddy Light Hydroquinone.
Honestly, the sausage doesn't taste that bad, which is scary because like it tastes like a normal sausage, which leads you to think, why do you have to put all this stuff in there if it just tastes like a normal sausage? Just use a sausage without all this crazy stuff pumped into it. This one's a bummer because it's just good. It's crispy. The oil tastes good, honestly. Okay, we are done. Definitely the hardest part of that was the coffee. It was not easy to get down.
So at this point, it should be clear that the ingredients in fast food are horrible, but they also have a ton of calories in them. And when you eat more calories than you burn, the excess energy is stored as fat, which causes a lot of obesity. To simplify, American eat many food, no exercise.
Want to see a movie with me and Porky? Can't. I'm doing my workout.
Although I'll be eating a ton of junk today, can't have that be me. So we're going for a quick workout. Alright guys, just finished the workout. It went great. And now we're going to go get some more food. For lunch, we are going to one of the largest chicken fast food chains in America, Popeyes. They sell over 1 billion pieces of chicken a year. That is enough to wrap around the whole circumference of the world multiple times.
We have acquired the goods. Here we have none other than a spicy chicken sandwich. Oh man, dude, it does smell really good. Oh, look at that beauty. I know a lot of you are foaming out the mouth right now. Let's get straight into the breakdown of what's in this bad boy. So the main thing here is that the crispy coating that they actually fry the chicken in is not just flour and seasonings. It is packed filled with sodium benzoate.
Cocaine.
It's been directly linked to allergic reactions, and high amounts can cause hyperactivity in children. In other words, ADHD. The spicy mayo on here contains high fructose corn syrup, as well as the bread. Sprinkle in some MSG on top of all that, and that pretty much sums up the sandwich. Boy, it's a damn shame it's this good. Bottom tier in ingredients, but top tier in flavor. They forgot my fries. I'll still tell you what was in the fries. Obviously, the fries are cooked in the bad oils, and then they're also treated with TBHQ, just like McDonald's fries, which causes liver damage and immune issues, and is a cancer risk. The mac and cheese. First off, the cheese sauce in here contains modified food starch. This is a processed ingredient that can cause weight gain and increase your chance of type 2 diabetes. The pasta is made with enriched wheat flour, which is processed and can cause blood sugar spikes. You can also find titanium dioxide, a whitening agent in the pasta. I don't even know why they would need to make the pasta white, but this can cause inflammation to your body. Artificial flavors, MSG, there's all that stuff in here as well. And then last up, we have my actual kryptonite, which is not just any soda, a Dr. Pepper soda. You put a Dr. Pepper in front of me, I'll kick an orphan. Obviously, all soda is loaded with high fructose corn syrup. The chemical
4-methylamidazole.
The International Agency for Research on Cancer has classified this chemical as a possible carcinogen. Try it, bruh. Hurry. Why'd you tongue first? You ever tried this?
No, I haven't.
Try some of that. There's some sodium phosphate in that. Do you know what that is?
Isn't that just salt?
No, it causes some kidney damage.
Why'd you give me that?
So much sugar in here.
It's the one that people are going crazy.
Damn, fool! How big of a bite did you take? What is this? Yeah, what are we about to go do?
Snowboard.
All right, we're going snowboarding.
A few moments later.
After snowboarding, I went back home, and so far the food I had eaten had no effect on my body's ability to function or how I felt. I meal prepped some food for the rest of the week, did some chores, and then ended up sitting down to do some work on my computer. And this is really where things took a turn for the worst. I was just having an extreme energy dump. I was getting super tired, having trouble focusing on what I was doing. But with that being said, it is finally time for dinner. It's about 6 o'clock now. I've just been working on my computer, but I was getting super tired. I think it was a big crash from all the sugar in the food. And man, it pains me to say
it, but we're going back to McDonald's for dinner. America's most popular dinner by far is burgers and fries, and McDonald's sells 75 hamburgers a second, over 6 million a day. I can't even comprehend that number, but...
What do you like to drink?
Coke. Thank you. We did not just get any hamburger. We got the quarter pounder with cheese combo meal. Looks absolutely delectable. And let's waste no time, we'll get right into it. Starting off with the bun. All right, I'm really not even sure how to pronounce this one, but it contains azodicarbonamide. It's a chemical used to bleach flour. And crazy enough, the chemical has been banned in multiple countries for causing respiratory issues and asthma. High fructose corn syrup in the sauce. We already know what that causes. It's heart disease, diabetes, all of that. Moving on to the meat, a quarter pound of it, apparently. And if you don't care about animal welfare, neither do they. It's known that they don't treat their animals that well. Ammonium hydroxide kills bacteria on the food and in your body when you consume it. And then we got MSG, and the list goes on and on, guys. Let's just get it over with. I've never had this before. I mean, it doesn't taste bad. Bad for you, yes. Bad tasting, not so much. That's why everyone eats it. Of course, we got the fries. These have a ton of saturated fats. They're cooked in all those bad oils, and they're delicious and horrible. These cause, obviously, weight gain because you can't stop eating them. Now, as if that wasn't enough, we have this giant Coke to wash it down with. Oh, and this contains
Diabetes, 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 diabetes.
all around a really well-rounded meal. I'm gonna go ahead and finish her up and we'll move on here. It's crazy that you can even fit that much stuff in here. Like, it seems like as far as ingredients go, I'm sure they've found out their little concoction to make it the best tasting for a human. But like, this really should just be bread, meat, and cheese. 2 of those come from the same animal. This is not a relatively cheap meal. You could go into Trader Joe's or a grocery store, buy probably enough vegetables to make a salad, which wouldn't fill me up, granted. And you can even get like a chicken wrap and a bag of chips and something else from Trader Joe's for 10 bucks. It's crazy that people spend that money on this, but I guess the demand is still there and people want convenience. But yeah, guys. Well, now I got a wrestling and jiu-jitsu practice, so this will be a very good test to see if the calories and the nutrients of what we ate today will sustain me through a very hard cardio session. All right, let's do it. So if you couldn't have seen it coming, my body was definitely depleted towards the end of the practice, so much to the point where I started to feel sick. And it wasn't even just a feeling of being tired, like my body physically felt like it just couldn't function. Just finished jiu-jitsu and we're, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm out of it. We are getting one last meal before bed. What better than a late night snack to absolutely blow up your stomach than Taco Bell? Taco Bell sells over 2 billion tacos every year. They have 40 million customers every week in almost 10,000 locations worldwide. All right, first up we have our Crunchwrap Supreme. I've actually never had one of these, but pretty much a different version of a burrito from my understanding. It's a tortilla wrapped up with fillings on the inside. It looks pretty delicious. And it tastes pretty delicious too. There's beef in here, and surprise, there's not just pure beef in there. They add maltodextrin, which is a processed sugar. To me, one thing I'm having a realization about is it's crazy that growing up, a lot of us learn if you eat an excess amount of sugar, meaning candy, sweets, that is how you get diabetes. But all the foods we ate today, all the meals, no matter if it was egg, sausage, chicken, things that are supposed to be protein, they all had added sugar in them, meaning you you can think you're eating a well-nutritioned meal, although I don't know how many people would think they're eating a well-nutritioned meal genuinely if they're going to a fast food place, but you can think you're eating good food for you and be getting diabetes from foods that are supposed to be giving you protein and nutrients. If you eat enough fast food, I'm sure you can get diabetes the same way if you eat enough candy. The bright yellow coloring on the nacho cheese often comes from artificial dyes like yellow 5 and 6, which are linked once again to hyperactivity in children and are potential cancer risks. It's crazy, it's crazy. It tastes good, but when you really know and think about it, you're like, this is increasing my chance of getting cancer the more I eat this. And then to finally top off our wonderful Crunchwrap Supreme, we have L-cysteine. L-cysteine is an amino acid which is classified as safe, but it's just interesting because it's sourced from duck feathers or human hair. I guess sometimes people do get hair in their food without asking for it. If you want to ask for it, go ahead and order the Crunchwrap Supreme and it comes with it. Somewhere in there. You can't see it, but it's in there. Like everything in this video. Literal chemical cocktail. Here we have the very melted Baja Blast. There's no reason you should really be drinking this. It's so bad for you. Just in a small one of these, there is 65 grams of sugar. That is the equivalent of me eating over 15 tablespoons of sugar straight. And then for this beautiful coloring we have that you can see here, we have blue 1 and yellow 5 again. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to... Holy. Yeah. Now we'll get to the good stuff because no, it's not over yet. There is brominated vegetable oil in here. It is banned in many, many countries around the world because it is so dangerous. It contains the ingredient bromine in it, which is used in flame retardants. Prolonged exposure to bromine has led to memory loss, hormone imbalances, and even nerve damage. Okay, well, I guess that about sums up what I could come up with, but I guess I should finish these up. What a sad, sad taco. Oh, my stomach is actually starting to hurt a little bit. Here we go. Oh. We are done. We are done. The curse has been lifted. No more fast food. No more.
If you've stuck around this far, I'm extremely impressed, and you get to learn that there was far more damage done than shown in the video. 4 meals with a total cost of $39.63.
Holy shit, you either gotta be rich or have terrible money management to be eating like this every day.
4,270 calories, 171% above the recommended daily value. Total fat at 211 grams, over 3 times the recommended amount. 189 grams of sugar, almost 400% what I should be eating in a day. Is there a substantial amount of bad ingredients in here? Yes. Are there too many chemicals to count? Yes. Am I saying you should never eat fast food? No. Do what you want. Just make sure you exercise. Maybe check what's inside them, because I definitely wouldn't want to be eating some of this on a regular basis. But finally, to the question that still remains, how do I feel after all of this? And I feel great.